right, well, welcome back here. As we get into it here, we are looking at the possibility of severe weather working into our forecast, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm or at least an isolated tornado moving in the forecast here, as you can see in the region. Why? Because we're in a slight risk for severe weather here. As you can see, up in Eau Claire is a marginal risk for severe weather, so that's a lighter risk. Down to the south by Waterloo, that's an enhanced risk. In fact, just underneath that is a moderate risk for severe weather in the forecast. So that means that's some severe stuff that's going to really cause some trouble for a lot of folks there. As we get into it, an alert day is for tomorrow. You can see from 8 p.m. going to 11 p.m. damaging winds in the forecast. Mostly the greatest threat is south of I-90, and I'll get that out in just a moment here. But let's take a quick peek here what we're going at. I'm going to give you a couple of views of what's happening, but first we'll start off with this one for looking up, or at least looking down at it. You're going to see the first batch of that comes in as we go into the 10 o'clock, 11:30 hour here. That continues to sweep across La Crosse. Most of that's coming out of the Decorah area and also just a little bit north of Prairie du Chien. That starts to work its way around. Now that's the area of low pressure that is slowly but surely starting to get a little bit closer. We take a bit of a break, you can see, as we go through Saturday at 3:30 in the morning. Most of that rainfall is getting pushed out to the sides. Then that comes back with the area of low pressure right here wrapped around us, and that continues to push more of that moisture and the possibility of more of that potentially severe weather trying to get into the forecast area from damaging winds working into our zones. That also kicks out, goes up to Wausau, and starts to move northward. You're also going to see that's going to affect areas by Sparta, Black River Falls. You've got Shelby in there as well as Tomah. It tracks to the north where there's light to moderate showers up to the north by Eau Claire and Ladysmith. That kicks out as well, and then we get into a break. So I want to show you what's happening. We'll give you another view of this as we get into 4 o'clock for today. You're looking at temperatures in the 50s, widespread to some 60s in the forecast. As we go to the 4 o'clock hour, clouds will start to really pick up as we go into the evening. So it will be kind of tough to see the blood red moon here moving to the forecast. We get into it here. We're also going to see in the early morning, this is not a severe threat here, but we may have a little blip moving in, light to moderate showers working into the forecast, continue to blossom up as we go to Black River Falls. Sparta's in there as well. Shelby, Tomah, you guys are all in there. Eau Claire might even get touched by that. That tracks out to the north by 7 a.m. You're seeing the clouds also pick up a little bit. We take a break from that hour from 8 o'clock now all the way into 4 o'clock on Friday. No rainfall, no nothing in there, just dry air and warmer conditions. We're looking at 74 now for La Crosse. Things have changed a bit. These are numbers have upgraded. 73 degrees in Eau Claire. Then we get into the 10 o'clock hour as we go into Friday night. That's when the severe weather threat starts to happen all the way down to the south of I-90 as we mentioned before. That continues to track up to the north going towards Black River Falls and up to Eau Claire and Ladysmith. Another break ensues 5:30 in the morning, and that area of low pressure is still with us. You see that circulation, but it dives up to the north, or I should say tracks to the north, pulling more of that moisture around us again with light to moderate rainfall. That continues to move through the forecast again, and as you can see, that continues to drive drier air into the forecast after that. Yeah, about a ½ inch of rainfall, possibly less as we go into it. Snow's looking pretty meager as well as we get into the forecast. Once we go into the next few days, though, this is what I have for you. You've got warmer air coming into the forecast. We're also seeing the possibility of, again, record-breaking temperatures getting closer for us. And as we carry over into the next 8 days, well, we're going to be seeing conditions to be a little bit on the warmer side for Sunday, slightly, and then by St. Patrick's Day, we're much warmer. Get out and enjoy that. That looks to be a lot of fun.
Yes, and tomorrow should be nice and warm, nice and toasty.
Toasty.
Yes, looking forward to it. No, got to break out all the summer gear, I guess. Thank you, Art.